Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Planescape Torment. I'm Colonel RPG, and I'm very happy to have you here with me as we continue asking questions of Anna, and probably after that of Morte, although I think I have asked all the questions of Morte. I'm gonna ask a little bit about, or to Dakon, because last episode we found out who took our mortality, and her name was Ravar something or other. I think we might, oh, there it is, Ravel Puzzlewell. We're not gonna ask about that right away. We're asking about Farod and about all the stuff to Anna, and she seems trustworthy. Also because she lied to us, but she didn't know she was lying, so that's interesting. But she seems trustworthy, and another thing is that she, I think, in Farod's perspective, she would be very trustworthy, because she reveres the guy, even though I'm not really sure she does that to, you know, to the fullest of the extent possible. But yeah, he's her adoptive father, so, you know, there's a little bit of connection there at least. And when Farod went to return the tribute he took from my body, he vanished for a while, then came back. Yeah, this happened on camera. We were talking to him. But he never left Ill-Wind Court. Do you know where he went? Oh, aye, to hear tell, old Strutter got us. Oh, that's what we had last episode. That's what we asked about. Okay, so truth, I have no cause to harm him. Yeah, so we read about all of this last episode. Let's see the next one. Anna, no, not thieving skills. Thank you. Have you heard of a night hag called Ravel Puzzlewell? At the mention of the name, Hannah spits 3 times and makes a semicircle over her head or heart. Are you daft? Don't be mentioning her name if you value your life. Why? She's the evilest of the Grey Lady, she is. Anna's voice drops to almost a whisper, excuse the hiccup, as if afraid of being overheard. Filthy mean, and with more power to toss around than some powers. It said she's all brambles and through. Even her heart. It said you can never kill her, because her body is like a tree. You lop off one limb, and there's always another still growing somewhere else across the plains. Oh boy, you speak as if she's still alive. Of course she is. She has to be. Anna's voice drops again. How would you kill a thing such as her? That's why the lady had to maze her. So it's said. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, nothing, Anna. Just checking to see if you're still with me. Okay, so that's the conversation with Anna. What about with
What is your will?
Dakon over here. I was gonna say Dokkan. Excuse me. So, about the teachings. So I can ask that. Yeah. Okay. So we're here with Lothar down here, and he doesn't really want to talk to us, which is kind of a pain.
Forced it.
Can I take their stuff? There's a skull over there.
Forced it.
It's probably gonna be skulls all over the place. I wonder if I can use her to open these locks. And this, oh, that's right. This goes down below to the detonations, I suppose? Maybe. There's a few things that we need to do down there still. Let's see what I have over here. The skull exhales languorously and speaks in a sultry voice. Why do you disturb my rest? There has been so much happening of late, and while I welcome the sensation, I must confess to desiring the sense of quiet. Tell me about yourself. I was ocean before the storm, a sensate. Now, alas, I am merely decoration. What's a sensate? A sensate is a member of the Society of Sensations, one of the factions of Sigil located in the Civic Fest Hall in the Clerk's Ward, which holds that the universe can be understood and manipulated only through the senses, and therefore we should accumulate as many varied experiences as possible. I believe I've reached a quota on sitting on a dusty shelf. My boredom threshold is low. Can I do anything for you? No, but you're kind to ask. Once I threw myself off the shelf and shattered. Next thing I knew, I was back on the shelf and we were all glued here. When Lothar tires of me, he'll dispose of me. What are you doing here? Why, I sit on the shelf and gather dust until one of Lothar's rat's minions takes it into his head that I need brushing. I answer questions for Lothar, and that's really the extent of this miserable existence. No, I meant, how did you get here? Oh, it's a long story that has to do with Ravel Puzzlewell. Oh, awesome. The Night Hag. Would you like to hear the whole story? Yeah, please. Very well. I was working in the Civic Fest Hall, the headquarters of the Sensates, in the Sensoriums. Ravel Puzzlewell may be the powers curse her black... may the powers curse her black soul, he's saying, had been coming there to find answers to riddles she had encountered. She was a masterful solver of puzzles. Those that left our best minds baffled were but the What? But gauze? Is that what I think it is? But gauze the force of her reason. Yet, she had found difficulties that required outside answers. I heard that she was there to unlock the secrets of Sigil itself. Yeah, we've heard of this before. Horribly ugly she was, taking no pains to... Oh, then she was not the lady that we found in our dreams. Unless she changed somehow? Because the lady we found in our dreams, she had a slim waist and full bosom, according to the description of the game. So, I don't know who that would be. Could be Anna, but he probably wasn't. Because, you know, previous lives and all that. Well, it could be. I don't think so. She had cold eyes. That probably was the lady herself. Horribly ugly she was, taking no pains to use her magic to disguise her form, as I've heard she does, or rather did, from time to time. And that fiendish exterior frightened off many a potential factioneer. Still, I had to ask her what she was about, and whether she could teach me what she knew. Yeah, that sounds like it could have been a mistake. Yeah, it was. She offered me a bargain, for she dwelt and dealt in riddles. If she were to answer my question, I must agree to answer one of hers. If I missed the answer, my life was hers. I agreed. She told me she intended to unlock the puzzle of the cage, to open it all who to open it to all who visited or wished, to enter. Powers, fiends, celestials, Modrons, and Slatty, and not to mention any interplanar beings who chose to come along. The most important part to her was that all should know that the mystery that had baffled them for so long was unraveled by Ravel. Oh, that's an interesting name, Unraveled by Ravel. I wonder if that is on purpose. That probably is on purpose. What happened next? She asked her question. I could not answer it, though she assured me the answer was plain as the nose on her face. My fellow sensates found me screaming in the sensorium when they arrived the next morning. I begged them to kill me, and they complied. None even suggested that I relished the new experience, so horrible was it. And here I am. Now I must rest. What was the question?
Updated my journal.
It was, how does one change the nature of a man? This question again. Not phrased exactly like we have heard it before, but this question again. How does one change the nature of a man? I thought hard on her answer and said, with love. She said all people love themselves too much to be changed by something as simple as love. And then I must rest now. In the back of your mind, you seem to see a hook-nosed figure with ebon skin asking you a similar question, but you cannot remember your answer. How does one change the nature of a man? Well, how does one change the nature of a man? Let's try and learn from what we have learned so far. The only question that kind of is similar to this is Dakon's issue. But to transpose it to his mythology, let's call it mythology, to his issue, to his question and to his history, I think the question would be, how do you change... The whole point of them is to know themselves. That's something that he said right at the beginning as well, when we met him. He needs to know himself to be complete and to be focused. This seems pretty simple, actually, pretty straightforward. It does have some other philosophical implications, that you can know yourself, that you are even a thing in the first place, that you're not, for example, what you know. So, knowing yourself is kind of circular, as it were, because, it's, if you're defined by what you know, I mean, this is just a current of thought, of course. I'm not defending it at this moment, and because I don't particularly agree with it. I think we're more than just what we know. It depends on how you define what you know. There's a lot of stuff connected to that. But I think changing the nature of man would be, imagine Dakon knows himself. So if I change this nature, he would stop knowing himself again. So I think it goes deeper than his question. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we can really know the answer to that. And just answer just a few more questions for me? Skull stares blankly and says nothing. Very well, farewell. Can I do anything else? I can. What can you tell me about Lothar? Nothing that he's not willing to tell you himself. Since I don't trust these other skulls not to inform on me, should I say something out of line? I simply won't say anything. Before you ask, yes, I am that scared of him. What can he possibly do to you? The skull stares at you and you get the impression it's shivering. There's a remarkable amount of pain one can feel without nerve endings. Oh, he's saying that. That's what he said. Not all pain is physical and not all emotions mental. Those are sensations I do not care to duplicate. It pauses. This interview is at an end. Farewell. Okay, I think he just will answer one question at a time, basically. So I can ask, what are you doing here? What I've asked all of those. What about all these other skulls on the shelf? Oh, they're nothing to relieve the tedium. Or, they're nothing to relieve the tedium. Yeah. You have Goat Skull, the Were-Rat, Grimskulp, the Anarchist, Stern, the old wizardly assassin. I don't know what Stern does, but he's basically evil. Evil? Ah, I'm merely a pragmatist. Why? It's interesting that I'm not actually talking to... I think this is a limitation of the engine. I'm not actually talking to anything. Or to any... Yeah, we're talking to ourselves, but... Yeah, I'm merely a pragmatist. Pragmatist? Is that why stabbing something in the back so often seems to be the answer you present to problems? Is it not a fine solution? It always worked for me. Poison and magic work equally as well, I've found. Ocean before the storm turns their attention back to you. Oh, it's a woman. I didn't get that. You see, basically evil. Well, I see. Farewell. Very nice skull. Very nice chat. I enjoy that quite a lot. And yeah, so we need to go down there as well because we need to talk to the corpses that we could have talked before. I'm not really sure, but now we can talk to ghouls, so not really sure what is gonna be down there. Let's see what we have. This skull speaks with a deep voice and a jugular tone. I don't know what jugular means, so I'm not going to be able to do it, and I'm not going to do the deep voice so I can differentiate between my character and the skull. Have you come to learn of the truth? I have truth aplenty. Tell me about yourself. I am Stern, one of the great practitioners of personal peace through intensive redirection of hostilities. Oh, I see what you mean there. A haze escapes this skull's teeth. You mean you're a wizard, and an assassin, and a poisoner. However you choose to define it, Grimskulp, that was another skull apparently, because this skull, what skull? What skull? Should change the name, but he doesn't. Stern turns his attention back to you. I was the best of the lot, so it's said. Then how did you wind up here? Funny you should mention that. I had a black book given to me in order that I might puzzle out its secrets. I unlocked its powers for a terrible price, one I would gladly pay again, and sharpened my edge considerably. Little did I realize that the book would betray me to another, a meowing rat thing that overwhelmed me in a wave of rodents and tore the flesh from my living bones. The rat went through a series of disciples, each of them betrayed by the book, until it wound up in the possession of the ratman Mantuok. If you find this book, accept its powers and be rid of it before you suffer the same fate. Oh, yeah, I'll keep an eye out. Tell me about yourself.
Updated my journal.
I'm Stern. One of the great... Okay, he goes back to that again. Okay, so, what happened to you? Okay, so he goes back to that. So I can ask more. My thanks. What can you tell me about Lothar? What can I tell you of Lothar? I will tell you nothing. Even this bare existence is better than the oblivion he promises should I speak his secrets. Well... You can tell me. You get the distinct impression that Stern's skull is sneering at you. And again, merely your friendship? He asks. There's nothing you can offer me. No service nor item that will impel me to betray Lothar to you. Be gone. Okay, so he will not talk to me again? He will. Okay. He said, I will not. And he turns his attention inwards, apparently. So tell me of yourself. I've done that. How did you get here? I've done that as well. Did I do that? Yeah, I did. Lothar as well. Well then, what can you tell me of the other skulls here? Of the skulls that will speak to you, I can offer no good words. Their experiences have not been shared with me. Indeed, we have spoken precious little until your arrival. Perhaps, it says, a smirk in its voice, there's something special about your very presence. Yeah, quite right. You're about to be deprived of it. I'll see you later. That was a line right there. Okay, so let's talk to this guy. This skull's voice is low and raspy, the sound of flint and steel. I think I've seen you before. stranger.
Where have you seen me?
Cursed. Gate town to Carceri.
What was I doing there?
What were you doing there? You were babbling something about some Burke trying to kill you and wandering into all the wrong places. Well, you were obviously barmy and all, so me and some of my friends rolled you, stuck a shiv in you and divvied up your stuff. It was right after that that I was betrayed, but not before I hid some of that stuff.
Where is it?
I ain't telling. Maybe someday I'll get a body back and go for it myself, and maybe I won't. But right now it gives me great joy to see you wandering. Good luck finding it. The skull falls silent, and no amount of cajoling can convince it to speak again.
Bastard.
My character said. I want to ask about, yeah, where is it? Where's Carceri or whatever? I ain't telling. Maybe someday I'll get you. Oh, no. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so what was I doing there?
Yeah, what can you tell me of Cursed?
What are you, clueless? It's a gate town on the rim of the Outlands, the doorway to the prison plane of Carceri. It's a place of backstabbers and traitors, and it's full of schemes as a Batezo's undergarments. Being right next door to Carceri's being right next door to Carceri's apt to change a burg's nature. I wouldn't be surprised if the town were about to slide over.
What do you mean, slide over?
When a gate town's beliefs get too much... Oh, yeah, we've heard of this. When a gate town's beliefs get too much like the plane it borders, the force of that belief is enough to make its bordering plane swallow it whole. Happens all the time, at least when the anarchists are involved, and he speaks his last with a kind of grim pride, sorry.
Tell me about these anarchists.
We are a secret society, cells of members who work alone or through directives passed through the network of informants and leaders who remain hidden. Our goal is to tear through the power structure, to free people from the lies of politicians and powers, to let all lead their own lives of their own volition. We worked in secrecy, and changed our routines constantly to avoid infiltration. My time was decades ago, and so all the secrets I knew are no longer valid, except for the faces I can remember. And even those must have been changed by now.
You sound like a paranoid bunch.
If a society you belonged to thrived on intrigue, infiltration, and hatred of the establishment or the established power mongrels, you'd be careful too. It's not paranoia when they really are out to get you. In our line of belief, someone involved in a triple cross is an amateur. The skull regards you evenly for a moment. I think I'm done speaking with you. Farewell.
Okay.
So I asked about... No, I did... Yeah.
How did you get here?
Betrayal. I should have expected it, given who I am, or rather, who I was.
Who were you?
Me? I'm Grimsculp. Used to be an anarchist, one of the Revolutionary League. We had secrets and cells. We were going to topple the nature of the plains so everyone could live in freedom. We had the dark on some of the factols and were ready to make a move. But then we were betrayed by another faction. I wound up dead, and Lothar wound up collecting me for my secrets. Good thing most of them are out of date by now. There ain't no resisting Lothar's charms.
Tell me about him.
I've spilled the dark of many secrets, but that's not one I'm willing to sacrifice. I've seen horrors in Lothar's hands that would put the Armonians' rigid rules to shame. He knows my secrets far better than I know his, and I'll be damned if I'm giving them up for anyone, even you, especially you.
Why? What do you know about me?
I've already told your friend there, most of it. You're important to Lothar somehow, and there's something about you that he wants to understand. You're like some puzzle. He's interested in you, boyo, and he wants his questions answered. He'll be keeping an eye on you. I also know you're a far traveler. You've been seen before. Yeah, okay. So I can ask that again. Okay, so I can ask about the other skulls over here. Oh, them? They are all tools, though they do not know it. Their dreams are small and personal. They do not see a larger picture in their schemings. They do not see beyond themselves. They are worthless. I do not speak to them. Can I ask why? Why? No, I cannot.
Well, that's all I needed to know.
Farewell. Yeah, I'm gonna need to talk to Morte. I'm gonna need to talk to Lothar again, make sure I can't talk to anything to him anymore. This is a dustless shelf with an empty space. That's where Morte was. But we do have another skull over here. This strangely shaped skull emits a high-pitched chitter before it speaks to you. Can I help you?
Who are you?
I'm Goat Khumba. I was a were-rat.
A were-rat? How many were-beasts are there anyway?
Oh, a great number. Ravens, wolves, bears, badgers, even crocodiles. Oh boy. It's like all the animals in the Beastlands have a lycanthropic counterpart. It's quite interesting, really.
What were-rats are around here?
Wait. What is that question? I'm gonna read it as it's written.
What were-rats are around here?
There's Mantwalk and his band. I made him, and what does he do? Goes and sells me to Lothar. That's okay, though. I spilled all his secrets to the boss. Mantwalk may think he's safe, but Lothar knows everything.
What can you tell me about Mantwalk?
Oh, that sodding hedge wizard. That bubber. I made him what he is today. Years ago, when he was just a stinking biped, I found him and made his leg a snack. Tasted like pickled meat. I was drunk for days. Then he shows up. Then he gets some fancy book, and I'm yesterday's trash and a decoration on a shelf. Bastard.
Do you know any of his secrets?
His secret is that he works for both Lothar and many as one. The cranium rat hive mind. I don't know what he's planning, but it doesn't matter because I told Lothar all of it anyway. Okay. Yeah, we met him before. Did we kill him? We didn't, did we? Yeah. Okay, so I think I have other questions.
How do you kill a werebeast?
Killing a lycanthrope is easy. Just find a silver or magic weapon and stick 'em. Normal weapons don't work so well, though. There was a time I got folks to shoot me full of arrows. Didn't do nothing but sting. I looked like a porcupine.
Then you looked amazing, because porcupines are amazing looking. I don't know if they smell, though.
Okay, let's see. So I can ask, how can I kill him? Okay, it just goes back to that one. Okay, good.
How did you get here?
Oh, it's embarrassing. I was in rat form looking for some food at the smoldering corpse when, well, just say I never expecting a serving wench to have a silver fork. Mantwalk found me twitching and I wound up here.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a surprise. Killing a rat and it's, oh, look at that, it's a guy, it's a person.
So, what can you tell me of Lothar?
Goat's comb skull falls entirely silent. If he'd had eyes, you're sure they'd be rolling around in terror. Go away, the skull whispers. It refuses to speak to you. Okay.
What can you tell me of the other skulls on this shelf?
Well, they're all most judgmental. Just because they were mostly human skulls, they think they're somehow better than me. I hate them.
You must like Lothar then, right?
No, that goes back to that. It's just the questions. Okay. So before we go down, we can go up as well. Yeah, but we're going down. We're going up before, actually. Let's have a chat with Lothar again. So he asks what I'm doing here.
I would like some more questions answered.
Keep it quick, Scarred One. I cannot tarry all day. So did I ask about Ravel Puzzle Well? Yeah, I did. I did quite a lot, actually. Okay. So I know how to do this? Yeah.
Why am I immortal?
Oh, he goes that again. Yeah, okay. So that's also what I asked about before. Let's go with that. Why I've lost my memory, I've asked that, and I can ask about healing. Okay. Can I actually cast that on Morte? Yes, I can. Nice. Am I not recovering health? Let's see, can I get healing? Oh! Okay. So, oh, he sells, excuse me, these things as well. Scroll of Holden Death. Oh, yeah, I definitely want that. And the Remove Curse. I have the money for all this, so the Jink. For all, is that how it goes? Can't cast these ones. Oh, because these are cleric spells. So yeah, I need spells. I need proper spells here. Let's buy that. Let's see if you are gonna like any of these. I could go for that. He's not a great mage, so I'm not gonna... Ooh. Oh, that's the ring. The gaudy ring. Okay, let's learn this. Let's save the game, just in case. You never know. So we got remove curse over there. Successfully learned, and we got... successfully learned as well. I don't remember which one that was, but we're good with that. I'm okay. Adder's Kiss. Which one was it? Hold them dead. Yeah. So this spell allows the caster to immobilize 1 to 3 undead creatures, provided that the HD of the creatures are equal to or less than the caster's level. Excuse me. Furthermore, undead with less than 3 HD are automatically affected. So that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gone.
Yeah, we are. Oh, I need to talk to Morty.
All right.
Forgot about that. Let's have a chat with him.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Hey, so... How did you die, Morty? No idea, Chief. Kinda forgot when I died. Can't say I blame myself much. At least there was something waiting for me after I died. Even if it is life as a floating skull. I mean, it could have been worse. Yeah, what happened to your body? I don't know, alright? It's just gone. And he glares at you. But don't think I miss it, because I'm happy just the way I am. And I don't need your half-wit judgments or snide remarks, alright? Yeah, well, I didn't mean... sure. I was not having... We complained... Well, we talked to him in that way before, but I wasn't really trying to bring him down. Or just, you know, just a little bit of friendly bashing. It's fine. Oh, I can ask him what to do next. Huh. But I can't really ask him about the other stuff. Well, let's ask him next episode. Let's ask Morty what to do next episode. For now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Planescape Torment. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.